Good morning. It's Friday, so it's time for the Friday rant, and I'm livid, but I'm gonna try and contain myself. So, just running through the general things I need to inform you about verses before I go into the thing that really making my blood boil. So, parents, just real quick to let you know, please stop telling your children or taking your children shopping or informing your children about how much stimulus they got, because they are coming to school and they're telling everybody what's in your house. Okay, so let's stop doing that. I mean, let's be real, they're showing everybody what they have, because they're coming into school with brand new AirPods and brand new sneakers and new clothes and new hairstyles, like this stupid Kodak black crap that they got. They have all that. But when I ask this question, you got a pencil? Silence. So please stop doing that. That's first of all. Second, the transparency is ridiculous in terms of what we're going to do, because we already had a first round of cuts for the teachers. But of course, we're coming back again with these more cuts. But of course, since it hit the news, all of a sudden there's now discussion about cuts. But don't worry, I'm going to let my friend handle that, because that's going to be so good today. Please go check out her podcast as well. So now, one thing I want to talk about in terms of school, I think it could be a combination of two things. One, it could be the fact that the kids have been inside the house so long that they just going to stir crazy. The second thing is kids don't have any stamina. I now have a set of kids who are just dedicated runners, meaning that as soon as class start, you ready to get out the class. You got a reason to leave. The counselor need to see me. The principal need to see me. Nobody don't need to see you. You don't have appointments with people like that. Those people have jobs. You have an education to get. Every single day. Oh, I got a cut. The cut is so microscopic. Where is the cut? Show me. I mean, I'm still waiting to find out where the cut at. I have to go here. I have to go there. You have to do what? You're in 6th grade. Where do you have to go? What do you have to do? The stamina is dead. Understand? I think what part of the problem is they slipping out there and letting kids know that certain tests are no longer necessary. And so now kids in their mind have just like tuned out. I've tapped it, I'm done. Now we still got 9 weeks to go. If you're going to share information, wait till the last day of school to share it, so we can continue on the rigorous path that you insist that we need to be on. Now let me I'm so irritated. Yesterday, the Northeast Community Civic Association had a meeting, right? Because I'm going to call out all this stuff right now. And the thing that bothers me the most, you had all these different planners and people from the city and things like that on the Zoom call, right? And so under the guise of unity, under the guise of, we want to hear everyone's opinion. We want to be one cohesive unit. We want to be inclusive, right? Let's hear what the ideas the community have. Let's hear it. Now, keep in mind, we've been under COVID for a year, okay? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what hey, community, what would you like to see in this particular parcel of land, which happens to be off of 47th Street, 6.8 acres of land, okay? What would you like to see? And some of the most wonderful ideas from people of all races, older people, younger people. Oh, we would love to see, here's the top 3 things. We'd love to see a park. We'd love to see a community center. We'd love to see a library. Because guess what? Let's talk about the park first. Because when you look around in East Tampa, the only place where there's green grass are cemeteries. So that lets you know that, or the psychological effect of people is that the only place where you can find peace and rest is when you die. 1. What about some kind of community center, educational centers? There's 0 in the area. So you're also letting people know that, you have no worth as a person, because you don't deserve to be educated. You don't deserve to further your education with a library or something like that, because you want to put things in an area where it's walkable and easily accessible for kids. But no, we're not going to do that, because even though you've listened to the people and asked them of their opinion about what they want, guess what? Oh, the land is already deemed for residential. It's already zoned residential. Then why in the hell did you ask us what we wanted? But here's the kicker. This is the part the best part right here. When was the land purchased by the city? A year ago. So a year ago, when you couldn't come to a meeting, you couldn't be around it. So if you and I have access to Zoom, I bet you weren't even aware of when the meeting took place. So we purchased a piece of land under your nose a year ago. And let me come in close because I want to help you understand something. So the police department moving in on Hannah Street. And this going in off 47th Street. So if you want to have something called mixed income residential, you're just bringing the police in to monitor those people. Or could it be from the perspective that, well, we're going to make it look like maybe West Tampa, how they're gentrifying West Tampa. And now it's going to be so priced out that we have to have the police because we got to protect those rich white people that are coming in. I don't even see the appeal because guess what? What is appealing? Maybe you got a 10-minute ride to Ybor City, 6 minutes down the street from Hard Rock. That's about it. You're not on the river. Why bring in more housing? Housing? Y'all ain't clean up all the shootings over here. Y'all haven't gotten rid of the ATVs riding up and down the street. And you want to bring in, so bringing in a police element is going to pacify. It's going to make it better. It's going to make it 10 times worse. Because let's see if they're living in the neighborhood. Maybe you should build a residential complex for them. So maybe they can understand how it feels to live in this neighborhood. But no. And then it's a piece of land that's contracted. The city purchased and will be contracted to somebody else. So you expect somebody else to really care about the people here? If it's single family units, now you asking us, well, maybe it could be 200 units. 200 more what? Before I get real mad and let my blood pressure burst, I can't even. Listen, I got to go because I got to go on these people's jobs. Let me see what time it is. Look, it's the Diva D. No one like me with the Friday rant. I rise against negative thoughts, negative tactics, rise against negativity today. I'll talk to y'all later.